of being a professional wrestler? Have you ever dreamed of making it to the top and wearing championship gold? Well, here is your opportunity. Email us today at customerservice@ccwrestling.biz. The CCW Training School is accepting new students now. Start your journey today on your way to greatness.
Hey there, wrestling fans. Brian Blitz here, and welcome to another exciting edition of Superstars of the Ring here at ccwrestling.biz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on with this week's show, I'm going to talk a little bit about last week's show. As many of you know, the episode did seem to end abruptly, and there is a reason for that. First and foremost, we did witness the crowning of new tag team champions as the Diamond Exchange did win the championship over Frankie Morris and Darryon Drummond. But it wasn't so much the victory at hand that happened. What happened afterwards? Darryon Drummond attacked his partner Frankie Morris and began to brutally beat him down and basically left him in a heap. Now, if you watched last week's show, you do know that the show ended right there, and we did film another segment concerning that. However, Darryon Drummond had a few words that were not appropriate for our show, and I don't think he understood quite that this is a family show, so we here at CCW decided not to air that segment. However, we do have that footage here this week, and of course we're going to show it to you. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, congratulations to the Diamond Exchange, your new CCW tag.
Hold on. No. See, I never agreed to that match. That Frankie did. We never.
Look, man, y'all. I was right there.
I had the match won. If that didn't try to be a glory hog, we would still be the tag team champion. No. I got something to say.
Once again, I do want to reiterate, this is a family show, and Darryon Drummond came upon the show and didn't observe the courtesies that go along with being a guest on Superstars of the Ring. And if you didn't hear quite of what he said, or quite all of what he said because it was being bleeped out, trust me, it wasn't pleasant. And I think he failed to remember that I am a grown man, and it's not exactly kosher to approach someone in such a manner. However, cooler heads have prevailed, and we were able to get another interview with him, and hopefully this time he manages to speak with a little bit more of a professional tone.
All four competitors agreed to the match? Is that what you said, Blitz? All four competitors agreed to the match? I mean, I remember being there. I don't think you remember being there because you kind of suck as a host. I didn't agree to that match. Frankie agreed to the match. I didn't. I told him that the Diamond Exchange did not deserve it, and I was right. But hey, if you want to give them the match, maybe they got a certain sucky host under their payroll now. I'm not sure. But whatever. I am going to deal with these small fries. And as far as Frankie goes, why? That's one question I've been hearing for the past few days. Why? Why did I attack Frankie Morris? Why did I turn on my tag team partner? Well, I got some questions for all y'all. Why are y'all surprised that it happened? Why are y'all pointing the finger at me like it's my fault? Why are y'all acting like he didn't bring it on himself? Y'all said that we make such a great team. Oh, we make such a great team. Oh, I get it. We make a good team as long as Frankie gets all the glory, right? It's supposed to be the Frankie Morris show, and I'm just along for the ride. No. It don't work like that. I'm in nobody's shadow. See, it's not my fault. See, every time I had a moment to shine, Frankie always found a way to make it about him. Every single time. From Abbeville, when I went one-on-one with Kikino Palomaro, and he cost me my match, and next thing you know, he went on to Russell Bash for the challenge for the title, and not me. But we want to bring up Wrestle Bash. Let's talk about Wrestle Bash. When we faced Mark Falcone and Fred Avery. I was in the ring with Fred. I had the match under control. And then what happened? He throws baby powder in my face. Gets us disqualified. Sure, we did retain. But why did he do that? To make it about him. And fast forward to this past weekend at Lake City. I was about to put Shooter down. I was about to end the match. We were about to retain the titles. And he had to make it about him one more time. Tag in. And next thing you know, he gets caught slipping. That was it. That was the last straw. It ain't about Frankie no more. It's about me. And did I want to do that? You think I wanted it to come to that? No. I didn't want it to be that way. Heck, I'll even go as far to say that there were times that I saw him as that annoying little brother. But you know, sometimes that little brother, he gets too big for his britches. So you gotta set it. You gotta step in and set him straight. I had to set Frankie straight. And Frankie, I want you to turn the volume up on this. I want you to look me in the eyes. When you sitting there on the couch in your depressing little state, wondering where to go from here, I want you to realize you ain't got no one to blame but yourself. Like I said before, ain't no more Team Darryon. Ain't no more Team Frankie. It's just Darryon now, and it's all eyes on me.
Okay, first of all, for the benefit of anybody who watched last week's show, I was standing there in the middle of the ring, and I heard 4 men agree to a title match. And acting on behalf of the CCW Board of Directors, I made the decision to allow the match to take place. I rang the bell, and thus we do have new CCW Tag Team Champions. Now, this absurd claim that I have something to do with the Diamond Exchange is nothing more than exactly that. It's absurd. I'm not even going to talk any more about that. That's just ridiculous. I'm going to move on to this week's match, and I would be remiss if I weren't able to bring you back the CCW Heavyweight Champion, the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon.
We know that the God of the universe...
He is from Ocilla, Georgia.
...not only give us a home in eternity, but he will see you...
The professional, the Jesus freak, Logan Stevens.
And that you have it more abundantly.
You got this, freak!
And his opponent.
Oh my God, please help me knee deep in the river trying to be clean. He says, wash your hands, get out the stains, but you best believe all this hell to pay. Yeah, you best believe all this hell to pay. Sam.
He is the reigning CCW champion. Hailing from a double-cross ranch in Texas and making his return tonight after a very lengthy suspension. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon.
Jamie McKinnon.
We need more cowbell! More cowbell!
Get your medals and get that one. That's a sweet ass head. Oh, put your cowboy hat on.
You might want to go back into the locker room.
Get out of here, Tim McGraw. Protest Tim McGraw.
Come on, Jamie.
Keep this guy back. Come here.
Let's do it, Ken. Come on, Cleet.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is for the Continental Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. First, competing out of the left corner, one more time from Ocilla, Georgia. Put your hands together for the Jesus Freak, the challenger, Logan Stevens. And his opponent, fighting out of the east corner, is a multi-time CCW Heavyweight Champion. He is a first bout Mac Classic Hall of Honor inductee.
Multi-time tag team champion.
He is a multi-time tag team champion.
That's you, Jason.
And without a doubt, a former CCW Southern States champion. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Double Cross Ranch, the CCW champion, the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon!
Did you see Georgia win tonight? No, they lost. You better get
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we may finally be able to get this match underway here. We know the long history of the Jesus Freak, Logan Stevens, and the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon. They are no strangers to each other, as this should be a big one. The Outlaw has been the heavyweight champion here in CCW for over 2 years now.
The Cowboys got back to us
Right now, this match is being delayed as Jamie McKinnon continues to have a discussion with loyal fans ringside. I say loyal not to Jamie McKinnon, but to CCW. Logan Stevens, we remember last year almost pinning Jamie McKinnon, almost becoming heavyweight champion. The Outlaw has been suspended from CCW action since Wrestle Bash back in August. This is his first match back, and we've heard on Superstars of the Ring, so angry. Angrier than what we've normally seen him. And he's hoping to take out some aggression on Logan Stevens. But he knows as well as we do that Logan Stevens has the experience, he has the skill set necessary to become the CCW Heavyweight Champion. And it could happen right here tonight in Lake City. As they tie up. And Jamie McKinnon threw that knee and then a chop. And then just dumps Logan Stevens through the ropes and up against the railing. You can hear that chop. That is flesh on flesh.
You shut up.
Logan Stevens up and over with a roll-up. New champion won. Not quite. I thought Logan Stevens was going to catch him by surprise as he went up and over. Great athleticism. And now Logan Stevens won. Just a one count. Jamie McKinnon going for the lariat. And a crossbody. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Logan Stevens half a second away from becoming the new CCW Heavyweight Champion.
Let's go,
Have we seen Jamie McKinnon falter lately? We saw him be pinned by McKinnon Palomalo a few times earlier this summer. And now Jamie McKinnon might be crazy. He said he was going to go for a moonsault. Now he's trapped up there. As Logan Stevens delivers kick after kick. And what a precarious position Jamie McKinnon found himself in. Logan Stevens took full advantage. Jamie McKinnon jawing with the crowd. And now Logan kind of just smacks him with that sign. It's not really going to do any real damage other than to make him mad, and that's what he's done. Jamie McKinnon bouncing Logan Stevens' head off the mat. You can see him just climbing on him. His foot right on the neck and throat. Jamie McKinnon this isn't going to be pretty. Doing some rearranging. And this one's getting a little out of hand here. The crowd is getting involved. Jamie McKinnon moved that railing. Logan Stevens. He reverses it, and Jamie McKinnon almost ran into those. Logan Stevens thought he was going to get him. Jamie McKinnon a little too wily for that. Logan Stevens brought down chest first onto that rail. That may have broken some bones, maybe his sternum, maybe his ribs. Logan Stevens having a hard time breathing on the outside of the ring. Who knows what's happening right now. The ref up to a 2 count here. Jamie McKinnon moved himself back into the ring. And Logan Stevens not looking great right now. Having a hard time getting going, having a hard time getting air back into the lungs. Jamie McKinnon is just a man possessed. He's a madman. Jamie McKinnon up to a 7 count. McKinnon yelling at him to get back in the ring. Logan Stevens gets back in. And Jamie McKinnon at this point, the Outlaw, is just toying with the Jesus Freak Logan Stevens, and now the crowd here doing what they can to push their favorite superstar, Jesus Freak Logan Stevens. Jamie McKinnon continues this brutal attack. The Outlaw again looking towards the crowd. Outlaw now challenging the fan to come into the ring. That's probably not a wise idea for the fan. The Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon, now ignoring his opponent, turning his attention to the fans in attendance.
You're tough for them, ain't you?
Outlaw full control of this match and distracted Logan Stevens. Makes a wild swing right into the gut of the Outlaw. Fighting back, doing all he can. Every time Logan Stevens has gone to the offensive, the Outlaw has come back, and just like that, he does it again with that shoulder tackle. And that threw Logan Stevens halfway across the ring. Here in full control in this matchup. Logan Stevens in a precarious position. And I don't have to tell you how devastating that is, as his knee bent the wrong way, it seemed, over that steel ring post. We're talking potential permanent damage that the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon is imposing upon Logan Stevens. And it seems to be all for fun for the Outlaw as he brings him back into the ring with a suplex. And at just a 2 count, Logan Stevens somehow finding that willpower to get the shoulder up. We thought we would see more of a match here between these two, but the Outlaw, angrier than normal, crazier than normal, hell-bent. And there is a swinging neck breaker that may have lived up to every letter in those words. The neck breaker may have permanently taken out the Jesus Freak Logan Stevens. Jamie McKinnon. Just, I think at this point, just coming up with new ideas on how he could hurt Logan Stevens. And here he goes. Here's this elbow that he uses as just one of his finishing touches in every match, known for driving the elbow through the heart. But Logan Stevens trying to fight back. He may not be feeling anything now. He is a ball of fire on the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon. Logan Stevens gets reversed back into the turnbuckle, and the Outlaw again may be distracted by the fans, or maybe this is a part of his plan. Either way, he goes back and just chops the chest of Logan Stevens. Logan Stevens, however, throws McKinnon into the turnbuckle, running knee. And you can see he's weak on his knees, a spinning heel kick that connected 1, 2, 2.5. We almost had a new CCW Heavyweight Champion, but the Outlaw able to get the shoulder up just in time. Logan Stevens up on his feet. He can feel this is his time, his opportunity. Goes for the famous but Jamie McKinnon catches him midair. Brings him down with a backbreaker. Both men down. Logan Stevens sensing this may be his last chance at winning the CCW Heavyweight Championship. He's come oh so close so many times and once again came close again. But now the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon, setting up for the lariat. Logan Stevens making his way to his feet. And there it is. Damn near taking his head off. Logan Stevens put up a valiant effort, but this has got to be it. That lariat took care of business, and still our CCW Heavyweight Champion. It is the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon. Logan Stevens did what he could, but could not overcome the mean streak that lives within the Outlaw, Jamie McKinnon. And wait a second, what is Toxic doing here? I think Toxic wants Logan Stevens. Toxic just nailed him with that bell, and not that I think there's a team forming here, but Jamie McKinnon's going to let it happen because why not? Swanton. Maybe these guys have an agreement here. They're just going to take out the Jesus Freak, but here comes Landon Cruz. Sure, Jamie McKinnon's going to get out on that too. Toxic and Jamie McKinnon laying waste to Landon Cruz and Logan Stevens. Double shoulder tackle. And Jamie McKinnon. Here is Chris Turner. This is going to get out of control. Nate Powers gets into the ring. And I gotta tell you, this is starting to resemble a Stampede Battle Royal. We know that's coming up around the corner as the ring is starting to fill up with everybody in CCW. They are all running out. Absolute mayhem. And this is getting out of control. All the superstars are out. This looks like a Stampede Battle Royal. And maybe that's what's on everybody's mind. Who's going to win a Stampede in a couple of months? The winner gets to face the champion that night. And everybody is in the ring. Absolute. We have one referee out here. There's only so much he can do. I'm certainly not stepping in. But every member of the CCW locker room is out here, and they are just going after each other. Doesn't matter what's going on. Frankie Moore's trying to get some retribution on Darryon Drummond. Daniel Anderson going out against Chris Turner. Nate Powers double teaming Landon Cruz. Toxic, Jamie McKinnon on American Prodigy. Just everybody in this match is going at it. Finally, somebody gets thrown out of the ring. Daniel Anderson gets tossed into the middle ropes. Landon Cruz taking care of business. Toxic thrown over by Chris Turner. This is kind of an impromptu match. Shooter McGee gets tossed out. Darryon Drummond's out. And all of a sudden, you got Frankie Morris, Cody Knight, Landon Cruz, Chris Turner, American Prodigy, and they have cleared house here. What a wild finish to this match here tonight. And it's obvious that one thing is on everybody's mind, and that is the Stampede Battle Royal. The winner at Stampede goes on to face the heavyweight champion that night for a title match. So we could be looking at one of the new heavyweight champions at CCW. You just never know. Somebody's going to have to take down Jamie McKinnon off the top of the mountain at some point. Could it be in Stampede in 2019? Could it be one of the men in the ring? We'll have to find out. But as of right now, the Outlaw is still the CCW Heavyweight Champion.
Absolute pandemonium. There you have it. After the match, after the attack that Jamie McKinnon and Toxic were starting to levy on Logan Stevens, you see the entire locker room just empty out, and it became a giant melee. Hopefully, in the near future, we're going to be able to interview not just Jamie McKinnon, not just Logan Stevens, but everybody that was involved in this melee and see if we can come to some sort of a resolution. And maybe we'll have some updates about that on next week's show. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I certainly want to thank you for welcoming me into your home. And until next week, my name is Brian Blitz, and I will see you at ringside.